Hello everyone, my name is Mad Scorpion and welcome to another TWAB. Now I'm not gonna lie, this is the last one that is for this year. So I know I missed out last week. That's just kind of me blanking and forgetting that there is still a TWAB at the release of a season. I was just kind of going for the season. But at the same time, during this time, there is totally a TWAB, obviously, as you're reading it, but we won't get any more until the end of the year. So at least 2 more weeks of the year we won't have another TWAB. So don't be surprised when there isn't a video for that or when there's nothing to exactly report on. But let's get through this one as quickly as possible. So, at the start, they show us the Game Awards trailer. I'm assuming it was just another trailer. A little more gameplay that you can see in case you're curious at all about trailers. As well, they told us Dawning is, of course, going. So if you haven't started, I would recommend getting going on it. Dawning is one of those things that, while it's not exactly a good event, air quotes, maybe to a lot of folks, it's also worth putting a little bit of time into anyways. And, of course, there is an article with any information here you would need if you just want to follow that link. Then they give us some look, and of course, also details. Talk to Groundy. Tower's going to be Dawningified until the 3rd, so just after New Year's. So, there's, of course, a bunch of weapons, Christmas-themed cosmetics in the form of armor, goats, ships, sparrows, weapon ornaments, all sorts of things in case you want them. Now, as well, Moments of Triumph is technically still going, so if you wish to get a hold of any of the stuff here, it's recommended that you work on your Moments of Triumph. There's a patch, a seal, a shirt, as usual, and even an emblem earnable through all that. Now, as well, get all this sort of stuff. So, then, as well, next week, I believe, is going to be the drop of Iron Banner with a new mode called Fortress. Actually, no, Iron Banner returns on the 3rd, so in the next... As soon as Dawning ends, we will have Iron Banner to go through as well. I forgot, they don't exist in the same time, ever. So, we'll get to Iron Banner 3 weeks from now, roughly. And this will also be Fortress, which is a new version of the mode, which appears to have some PvE elements. Maybe fighting some Scorpius turrets in, or once you want to go after a location, you get Scorpius turrets. I'm not sure. Bungie literally just doesn't really tell us. They won't say until. And then as well, we have the returning Year 2 of the Taken King Iron Banner armor sets. Probably some of the best looking in, past times, so that's always good. Then, of course, there's more Bungie team donation stuff that there's still time to actually give, and there's still some rewards to earn of those 2 ghost shells as well as various things. Now, donate to earn both exclusive Game to Give ghost shells, register to fundraise, and join the Lightkeepers Guild. And, of course, that comes with other stuff, too, in case you wish to participate in anything. So they also want to address the idea of secrets, and supposedly there's rumors that Bungie is done making secrets forever. That is not true. Now, they want to specify, they pretty much specified during this, I already read through it, that basically the secrets are a large project. Things like Whisper, 0 Hour, all that sort of stuff is a very large thing, and it's hard to do every single time. They understand there hasn't been a lot of secrets going, essentially, but at the same time, they will continue to add more things. They'll never openly reveal said things, and of course, there's intentionally hiding stuff. But at the same time, they also say take it with a grain of salt, because obviously there's a lot of data mining and all sorts of leaks and that sort of thing. Basically, don't believe everything is going to be a secret, but at the same time, they will also include more secrets. So hopefully we'll get some more unique content out there, but hopefully that also makes people stop just claiming that there's leaks and all that sort of stuff. So they also had some, I guess, community contests going on. There's a bunch of clips of people jumping off of very high things, and of course a little fashion show that also went with it, as well as a art crossover thing that I think was a part of the... I suppose this was the Ubisoft thing, considering it was jumping off of very high peaks, a very Assassin's Creed thing. And then, of course, a lot of Assassin's Creed-based armor. Well, not that one. That's more of the Tex Mechanica. But, I mean, either way. As well as Destiny and Assassin's Creed Valhalla crossover stuff. And then, for the Arbalest community vote, which I forget if anyone was actually aware of, because this might have been kind of recent. But Arbalest number 3 has won. So the kind of splicer look for Arbalest has won. Now, while I love the color grading, I hope they do something special to actually change its model, because I swear sometimes the ornaments that are literally just a shader are so boring. But aside from that, they of course wanted to remember 2022 because of all the different things. This was a very large year and all sorts of stuff. So, of course, if you wanted to go down a memory hole, there is some of these stuff, some nice art and all that sort of stuff. But then into the more serious note, of course, Savathun stuff or the Savathun cosplay stuff, as well as other things. Other way to create and support Destiny. There's also all sorts of stuff. Musicians, audio designers, storytellers, all the stuff. Basically, if you want, it's a game studio. They want to remember this year. So if anyone wants to actually read through all this, you're more than welcome to yourself. But I will skip over it just for now. But then as well, into the main ticket items for issues and problems. For the Dawning Quest, players who want to obtain the Dawning Quest on multiple characters may need to view all pages of Ava's inventory to find said quest, but it can only be completed once per account, so you can't do it 3 times per your characters. If one character has already obtained the Cookie Delivery Helper quest step, alternate characters will need to obtain the quest step from the quest archives in the tower, not from Ava. Now, some known issues. The Emberwick Ghost Shells preview is cut off at the top of the screen. The Festively Armed Daily Bounty awards balanced flavors, but does not require defeating combatants with void energy. Ensemble Hand Cannon Mon may play audio for an extended length of time when aiming down sights on any weapon. Did they say anything about it, taking longer? But as well, Jade Rabbit is disabled because of an issue. For the full list of emergent issues, check the known issues article and report things to the help forums as usual. So then we have movies of the week as well as arts of the week as usual, in case you are all curious about who or what made them. But then as well, this was actually news to me, so I'm glad I caught it. But DMG, one of our, he's senior community manager, one of the people that we've heard from most because obviously he made the TWABs for a long time. He is leaving Bungie. He is stepping down as a senior community manager, and his final day will be December 30th, just at the turn of the year. He of course made a Twitter post that is a full word from him in case anyone wishes to read the full thing, but we will no longer be hearing from DMG. He is trying to, I suppose go for it. He's looking for more fields as opposed to just staying cozy at Bungie, but brave soul, because I would never leave a job like that if I was there for long, because it literally says that he's been here since House of Wolves, or since just before it. That being said, DMG, thank you, sir, for your services. And I'm happy you are taking the leap. But then, of course, there is, like I said before, this is the last TWAB, number 47 of the year and last of 2022. So Bungie is definitely taking a break. So if there's any game-breaking issues, do not be surprised if they aren't fixed immediately. Because during this time, I believe everyone is working from home if they're working at all. So at the same time, if something breaks, give Bungie a lean of leave because they're currently all home enjoying time off. I imagine, of course, there is a staff that's like, oh, everything broke, we need to fix this. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if they just didn't care for a brief moment. That being said, that is a TWAB, everything to go through, the last of the year, like I've said. So do not be surprised when there's no more from them. They're taking their Christmas break. With that, my name is Matt Scorpion. I'll see you in the next video.